Hello and welcome to Drinking Irish. It's Thursday and doing a little bit of a change from the norm here. Although I have done it, I think once or twice before in episodes, I'm having a beer before I've had my dinner. So better not be a strong one, better than not. So what have we got? Well, if you've been following our list, Irishtown Brewing, Dublin Red, and this I'm expecting to be a very by the numbers beer. That's a good thing in this case. I want to buy the numbers beer in this case. It's 4.4%, nice, simple, red. Was this a pale ale? I'm assuming with the name of Dublin Red it'd be a red ale, but indeed it is a pale ale. So as you can tell, I've never had Dublin Red before. I was actually assuming this was a red ale, so oops, there's a bit of a mistake, like my head. Hey, so it's a pale ale. So apologies to Irishtown Brewing, but in fairness, it's called Dublin Red. I assumed it was a red ale. It's this pale ale down the bottom. So my bad, just to be clear. But Irishtown are from just down the road from. Well, actually, their actual address is extremely close to an old office of mine, to the point of, I have to have run by people who worked in whatever room they're in now, if not them themselves at some point during it. But they're technically in Dublin 2, but of course Irishtown's in Dublin 4, although it is sort of close to the border. But I'm assuming the lads are based in the Irishtown side, and I just have the address in D2 itself. So we're going to let this pale ale pop it out. Like I said, I'm going for a bit of a gentle one here because I've got a pretty powerful dinner going tonight. It's chicken wings with Frank's extra hot sauce. Now, if you don't like Frank's hot sauce, you've no place watching this show, just to be clear. Frank's hot sauce is glorious. But, the extra hot I've never actually tried before, so I'm looking forward to that. I also just didn't want to be coming on with that having overpowered my mouth before I go for what is probably going to be, had it been a red, or as it is a pale ale, a fairly gentle beer. Some people go, does Emma do enough research in this show? I think we've got the answer is, who cares? I go with what I know. And yeah, you go, hey, that's not going to fix the head. No, it's not, but I'm at that point of not caring. It's great. It's a brewery we haven't been able to get on before, so it's great to get them. As in literally a brewery I've never drank one of their beers before, as you can tell from that mistake I made earlier. But a bit of an update on the other brewers. So I was hoping to get beers in from 3 breweries we haven't had on yet. Bit of a mix up in my order, unfortunately, it appears. So that means it's probably going to be a week, just is going to be listed next week rather than 2 weeks, which was the hope. I'm working on changing a few things about, though, so that we could get beyond a week with that listing. So basically, had I had the 3 brewers, I'd have a clear line for 2 weeks. This is exactly what's going to be for the next 2 weeks. That's after Monday coming. At the moment, if I could really only get as far as, I'd say realistically Wednesday or Thursday before I got to do some thinking. I was then have the following week after that, so 10 days basically. And I'd rather go full weeks basically. So we're just going to finish off, pour the bottle in there, let it do its thing. We haven't actually got the last of the bottle out, so I'm good going. I'll let this settle. I'm not going to go get a frothy nose just yet. But, so it's unfortunate because there's 2 of them. I'm really struggling to find anywhere else in stocks. Now I'm deliberately not naming the stock because it was an honest mix-up. But hoping to get it sorted though all the same. And, I'll be making a couple more orders as well in the coming weeks. Just basically trying to pace it because my flatmate does share my gaff with me, and the amount of beer currently, on my fairly small counter space we have in the kitchen is... I'm taking up more space than belongs to me in this apartment. That's the best way of putting it. Anyway, let's have a sniff of this beer. Nice, gentle. That really is fresh. I was not expecting, that bottle's been standing out room temp. We've had pretty decent weather the last couple of days. I was expecting it to be a little bit, and obviously it's been in darkness, but still, it's that was really fresh. I was not expecting it to be that good. It is, though, by the numbers at the same time. That's a good thing. It's important to have beers that are by the numbers in the market, because if you can't get it by the numbers pale ale right, you're kind of going to get it wrong. So it's a little bit bitter, not too bitter, very gentle on the mouth, really fresh. Well, I guess Kinniger strength fresh, nearly. Not quite, but we're putting it in Rick Levert territory, which is saying a lot. And A little bit of toffee there, but yeah, let's see what else is going on. It's so overwhelmingly fresh, it's actually hard to notice all the flavors going on here. It's so easy to go down, like, it's fantastic. And yeah, that's like what's jumping out. Like, that's the reason I tell you to buy this beer, is if you want a really good fresh pale ale. Wow, like this one's summertime. Yeah, definitely. Like, like there's bits of biscuit here as well, like, bits of toffee, like I said. But what there mostly is just unabridged freshness. Bang bang, you want to drink this beer. So yeah, most of the time I've been deliberately picking beers I like, or beers I have a fairly good idea I'm going to like. This is a pretty blind one going in, and it still does the job, because that's the thing. There's a lot of brewers out there who know what they're doing, and Irishtown fit that bill. So yeah, pretty solid, gets the job done. Irishtown Brewing, Dublin Red, which is a pale ale. Sláinte.